have to say thank you. I believe God brought you to me. I am having an issue with this Austin Carmelo case, and it's impossible to avoid. You don't have to read this, but I just need to say why I am kinda crazy right now. First, I am 68 years old. I grew up segregated, but didn't know it. Never thought about it. I remember watching the news during the Selma March, MLK, JFK, all that. And I never understood why people were different. My father had always taught, don't judge people by how they look, but how they act. I carried this to my adult life. My friends came in all shapes, sizes, and sexual orientation. On April 6, 2015, my husband and I took care of our granddaughter Ruby, who was 22 months old. My husband cared for her every day while our son, Jason, and his fiancée Shannon, worked, so this wasn't a big deal. But that night, it was so they could go out and celebrate Shannon's promotion. They went to a movie. I was asleep when they picked her up around 10:30. The next morning, as I was dressing for work, I watched the news and learned a drunk driver had killed Jason and Shannon. My husband and I rushed to the hospital to be with Ruby. Never once did we discuss the race of the drunk driver. We didn't care. At the hospital we learned Ruby had died. Still, race was nothing. That night a friend showed me post on Facebook. Friends, family of the drunk were talking about how it was my son that was drunk and caused the wreck. That they had gone to a drug house with Ruby in the car. My son hated drugs. Once in a great while, he drank a beer at home. Then they are blaming Price, the drunk driver, because he is black and the white boy died. So they don't want to blame him. They were T-boned when Price ran a red light doing 90 in a 45. His back was .25 with marijuana, Vicodin and meth in his system. Jason's blood test came back all zeros. He didn't plead guilty until the day they were about to pick the jury. While the attorneys were talking to the judge, his grandmother came to us. She told us we had to tell the judge to go easy on him. He has a son. His GF is pregnant. He is a good boy. He was only up to a little mischief. Didn't do it on purpose, just an accident. Like my kids were nothing. 2 weeks later, we are there for sentencing. We had learned this 22-year-old's first felony was at 12. The death of our kids made felony 16, 17, and 18. Worse yet, he had never served any time, always given probation. At 18, his first felony was 12/11, second one 12th and third while in jail waiting on bail for number 2 in 2/12. There was also a mischarge. A black judge looked at his previous record, the close dates of the 3 charges, and still gave him a 10 deferred sentence. He also was awaiting trial for drug charges in 2014. He was out on bail at the time. During the arguments, he was asked about remorse. He said, "Yes, I tell myself I am sorry every night." While they described in detail how each of my babies died, he had his head on the table asleep. We could hear him snoring. He was given 3 consecutive life sentences. His wonderful family, all gang members, threatened our lives for doing that to Price. Scary part. That night we had a knock on the door. Turns out we lived around gang members that knew him and didn't like him. We learned we had protection. They were ready to shoot people for us. That has never been in my world. A week or so later, a black woman at work, a supposed friend, asked me something so bizarre. Would I be this upset over crash and so happy for the sentence if the drunk driver had been white? Another person asked me if I now hate all black people now. Just a few months ago I had posted something and here they came again. Still spreading the lies about my baby boy to make their guy look bad. It was not about race to us. We realized that no matter who had been driving that car, our babies would be just as dead. The things you are posting is helping me. 7 years after the crash, I was finally allowed to meet with Demetrius Price. He didn't even know their names. He never apologized. He told me because of US, he didn't get to attend his father's funeral. Somehow he believes my husband and I did this to him. That I forgave him. It helped me rid myself of the rage. It's in God's hands now. Hearing what you are saying about the Anthony case is helping me. I know I am not crazy. I didn't imagine I was being hit with racism. It's real. It isn't his complexion that got him 3 consecutive life sentences. It is his actions before the crash and during the trial. Nothing we said or did mattered. I feel so sorry for the Metcalf family. They are under DI rules right now. I am sure they got the warning, whatever you say or do can harm this case. He is the alleged or accused. He isn't guilty yet. That on top of the profoundly painful grief, mixed in with hearing the lies and threats, and pure craziness, they are in hell right now. God bless you and thank you for helping me heal again from reliving what we went through. If you read this far, sorry it took so long to read this novel.